Morning guys, new day, very sunny and beautiful day, and we're back to the building site with the structure almost ready. Today we're gonna be working on installing the roof panels. We might be able to do both. Alright, we cannot do it, so I'm not too sure what we're gonna do. Drama in the building site. Elena is not feeling like being recorded right now, but we have to try to show the bad things too. And I'm not too sure which one is better to start with, because both sides are a bit complicated. On this right side we have this olive tree, which is not gonna help us at all. It's not gonna make it easy for us. On this other side we have the solar panels, which is kind of scary, to be honest, because I don't know, we don't want to hit the solar panels and break them. It's gonna be tight. I don't know if you remember when we were doing in the concrete slab, I already mentioned this. This is the closest we could get to the solar panels in order for us to have some sort of room here to pass by. I mean, we have room, but it's going to be fun. Let's see how we manage. I'm gonna speak with Eugenia and decide which side we start with.
Now with these plants, I'm gonna start bringing all the pieces that we need in order to finish the roof.
Yeah, so let's see how we can lift that thing alone. And then D1 and D2.
No sé.
The roof panel, we have decided to start with the one that is close to the olive tree. That way, when we have that up, we can use ratchets to help us lift the other panel that is on the solar panel side. That way, if it falls or something happens, it's secure there and it won't hit the solar panels. So that's the idea. We're gonna bring all the pieces and start building it on the road, because here it won't fit inside. It's a little bit bigger than the interior space of the workshop. V5, mirando para allá. En este lado, ¿verdad? Now we're gonna go ahead and screw everything down from the other side. I think it's the smarter way to approach this, and that's what we're doing. By the way, you need to see this. Eugenia is rehearsing. She's rehearsing how she's gonna lift this. All right, rehearse for them.
No sé cómo lo hago. Quiero yo.
Lo terminamos de levantar. Lleguemos a ese punto con la mitad. ¿Quieres?
While Pepe is checking the plans to make sure that we lift the roof in the perfect location, I'm gonna trim a branch of the olive tree so we have enough space to lift the roof.
We're ready to lift the roof. Literally. Eugenia is getting ready as well. She's gonna get mentally and physically ready for this. I think the weight of the panel is a bit of a stretch for two people, but we came to play, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to make it happen today without help. If not, then we will figure out a way to invite some neighbors over for a beer and lift a couple of panels afterwards. Or before the beer if it's better. Eugenia is not feeling like.
It's super windy.
Eugenia,
I don't wanna do it.
Alright, let's go for the ladder. Come on.
Pepe,
¿Qué?
¿por qué no vas tú?
Porque voy a preparar cosas.
¿El qué va?
Voy a poner los clamps ahí arriba. Pero no te pongas nerviosa porque entonces lo vas a hacer mal.
No lo voy a hacer mal por eso, Pepe.
So that's the idea. We can put the panel here and then lift it up and have this guy as a support so it doesn't move. And now I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So we have secure horizontally the panel and hopefully it doesn't fall. Eugenia doesn't have fond memories of this ladder. So we're gonna make sure today that she doesn't fall. Security first, guys. I'd rather see the roof falling than seeing Eugenia falling. Eugenia, remember that. If you're on the verge of falling, just drop the roof. then you're gonna be fine. I don't know what you guys are doing with us, but every time that we try to do something, the weather is the worst for it. When we were pouring concrete, it was raining, and now that we have to lift a roof panel. Vale. Are you ready?
No.
You better be. ¿Rotarlo? Todos enteros. Y vamos a buscarlo. O porque para arriba no. Ahora apoyamos aquí abajo. Venga. Guys, have you seen? Now I need to come back here and change the camera. Estamos metidos, ¿eh? Tenemos que moverlo para tu derecha.
¿No?
Sí,
¿Antes de subir?
claro, porque ahora mismo está afuera, está descolocado. Pero está aquí.
Venga.
No, Maru, lo hemos metido
puedo.
mal. Lo hemos metido mal. A ver, espérate, vamos a cogerlo para tu derecha. ¿Qué es lo que dónde estás tocando, ¿eh?
No.
Maru, escúchame, ¿estás tocando uno de esos stands?
Ya, están tocando todos los estados. No, no, no se puede. Se encaja mal. Hay que bajarlo.
Déjala de apoyar.
Sí, y que se me tira encima.
Venga.
Pepe, están todos. Pepe,
Venga.
Pepe, 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 Pepe. Están todos a la izquierda. Hay que bajarlo.
Venga, vamos por abajo. Vamos por abajo.
Sí, sí.
Venga, ahora hazme caso y vamos a ponernos en su sitio, que antes no lo hemos puesto. ¿Ahí es o qué?
Aquí están a la derecha, ¿no? No me estoy saliendo el panel, pero.
Y yo me estoy metiendo un toque, es aquí, Maru. Échalo para acá.
Ya, pero es que al ras no podemos.
Pues venga, vamos a subirlo como estábamos subiendo y ahora
Hay
adivinamos.
que subir al milímetro.
¡Ya! Ahí estamos, ahí estamos. Manténlo ahí.
No puedo. Se están yendo. No puedo. Si tú las metes ahí, yo aquí ya no puedo meterlo. Yo me tendría que haber puesto la escalera aquí. Yo no puedo poner. ¿Ves? No puedo.
Que sí, Maru, deja de repetir la misma frase. Over and over. Mira,
Bájalo tú más. Tienes que. Bebé. Para que se meta a la vez, tenemos que estar los dos a la misma altura. Aquí, venga. Para arriba.
pero espérate que no, que sigue estando, tiene que estar. Maru, tiene que estar. Está mal, Quillo, mira, bájalo entero, ya me he dado cuenta, bájalo entero. Bájalo entero. Subir más por izquierda. Ay.
Y yo se va. Se va a 10 milímetros. Coloca tú ese. Hay que colocarlos en medio. Si colocamos estos dos en medio, ya no se nos va. No, se va a ir.
Venga, avanza por ahí. Solo falta esa esquina tuya. Ahí estamos. Sube para derecha, Nenita. Para derecha, Nenita.
Se ha ido.
Vamos para derecha. Ahí estamos.
Claro, pero no se ha metido. Este no se ha metido.
Ay, por favor. Está.
Claro, y se me va el mío.
Entró.
Claro, y se me va.
Levanta
Mira,
esa esquina. Levanta. La has sacado.
que es muy difícil.
Así para allá. Ahí estamos.
No, hay que intentar eso.
Páralo. Vamos para abajo. Cuidado, Cuidado con los pies, cuidado con todo, vamos a bajarlo. Suéltalo.
Esto es imposible. Estos son milímetros y no podemos subir a la vez. Tenemos que subirlo desde arriba. Desde detrás de la pared. Pero.
arriba, ¿vale?
Primero que te encaja eso, ¿no? Es que no encaja, tío. Yo no llego a ver que encaje.
Que cuando encaja ahí. Encaja ahí no, ¿qué estás haciendo? Estás haciendo loco, tía.
Pero estoy intentando levantar la misma altura, bebé.
Vamos para arriba todo ya. Venga, apoya ahí. Espera. Vale, espera. Espera. Vamos a pensar que estamos flojos.
Necesitamos un andamio.
¿Puedo para tu derecha puedes?
No puedo, Pepe. No puedo. ¡Para abajo! ¡Abajo! Esto no se puede encajar, Guillo. Esto hay que poner unas maderas abajo. ¿Ya?
No, está aquí agarrado, sí, controlarlo.
No, esto no se puede. Esto se cae y no encaja.
¿Qué?
No podemos encajar todos los palos. No tenemos espacio. No conseguimos encajarlo aquí
Vale,
abajo.
¿y cómo hacemos entonces?
Una esquina se va a caer. Nunca, no conseguimos encajar esto con eso desde aquí. Tenemos que subir el techo, tú ahí colocarlo y ir desde dentro colocando uno por uno. Pero para que mi esquina no se caiga.
No podemos hacer eso. Vamos a ir para un momento.
Pepe,
Que esa esquina se apoya ahí,
Pepe, pero que yo no puedo levantártela para darte ese. Vamos a moverlo ahora.
Levanta tú, a ver si puedes.
No, Pepe, esto no se puede, tío. Vamos a moverlo. Vamos a intentar encajar.
Para abajo ya. ¿Tú lo tienes apoyado? ¿Te cuida cuando te ven?
Yo no sé dónde está. Está aquí. Esto deberíamos haber tenido algún margen de estas piezas sin poner y ponerla después. No sé si se pueden quitar. No se pueden quitar.
Alright, we cannot do it.
Pregunta.
So I'm not too sure what we're gonna do, but we'll let you know in a minute.
Pregunta.
Sí.
Estas piezas.
Drama in the building site. Elena is not feeling like being recorded right now, but we have to try to show the bad things too. Alright guys, so here's the thing. I think this roof panel wasn't really thought out to be lifted by two people, to be 100% honest with you guys. First of all, because it's a little bit on the heavy side, and also because everything is so interlaced that when you are lifting it, if you move it half a centimeter that way or half a centimeter this way,
Milímetros.
half a millimeter one way or half a millimeter to the other way, then things get caught up and you cannot just keep lifting it, because then it falls from one side or another. So these guys here have to go here, touching this side of this joist, and then that guy has to go touching that side, and so on and so on. So when you are lifting it, they don't fit. There's no possible way to lift it by ourselves. And
To lift it and fit it at the same time.
yeah, we can lift it. I mean, you have seen it. We were lifting it almost all the way through, but then it wasn't properly placed. and there was no way to make the adjustments anymore because everything was touching its things. Very complicated. We are thinking now is to remove that stud, that one, and that one, and we are left with the two in the corners and this one in the middle. So that way at least we have some room there to play with. So we lift it, and in case we want to shift it to the left or to the right, it's only touching in one stud, that one, instead of touching in like all of them. So that's what we're gonna try, right? Venia, say something. It's gonna be fun. And we have these guys sitting here.
We're gonna break them all.
By the way, not complaining, just mentioning what we are experiencing. Maybe if you have like 5 dudes in the building site, you probably could do it without many issues. Just 2 guys from one side and one in the middle, like maybe adjusting it. But we're just 2 people. We just moved Eugenia's ladder to the side. We think it's gonna be better if she's a little bit more on the corner, and we're gonna give a second attempt. Wish us luck, guys, because we really need it.
Se me están echando a mí. A ver.
Ahí estamos, ¿no?
Ahí
Más o menos.
estamos.
Vamos para arriba, vamos.
No, ya se ha ido en un lado.
Vamos para arriba.
Tú tienes que mover tú. Mi esquina se está saliendo.
Vale,
Tienes que mover tu esquina.
para abajo, ¿no?
Para la izquierda.
Yo no puedo moverla para abajo, yo puedo moverla para abajo y tú para arriba, lo único que se puede hacer.
No, se ha ido.
Estamos ya, mano.
No, se ha ido, se ha ido.
¿De qué? ¿De qué?
Ha pasado aquí lo que te está pasando a ti. No hay forma. Vamos a ver. Vamos a volver otra vez a intentarlo.
Vertical.
Izquierda.
Vamos a subir para arriba el tomate, a ver qué pasa. Mira, levántala ahí tú. Levanta y lo tiramos para la izquierda.
¿Te levantas para dónde? ¿Para arriba?
Para arriba y para la izquierda. Vamos para arriba, para arriba. Para arriba.
¿Encajado?
¿Por qué se ha encajado?
¿Más para la izquierda? ¿El tuyo? ¿Has encajado tu esquina? ¿Dónde está, Quillo?
Aquí está encajado, aquí está soltado, encajado.
Que te estoy diciendo, Quillo, que esto es imposible.
Voy a subir, ¿vale?
Sí. Ahora estoy llamando al repartidor. Hay que darle con un martillo ahí.
Sube para arriba tú un poco, que voy a intentar apoyarlo.
Se le...
Aquí está apoyado.
Ahora se me ha salido
¿Ha
esta.
encajado, no?
Y se me ha salido esta.
Vale, pues déjale ahí, déjale ahí.
Y ahora te tengo un martillo.
Coja el repartidor.
No. Un martillo aquí. Martillo para empujar eso para la izquierda.
Coño, movemos.
¿Cuánto falta?
Nada menos, mira. Vamos a intentar yo empujar de aquí, que se me salga esta esquina y tú empujas esa esquina para allá.
¿Qué hago? Yo, de hecho, estoy inclinándolo. Así que, así estoy recta. Aquel palo, habría que quitar. Aquel.
Vamos para allá.
Es que no quiero que se me caiga esto encima, ¿sabes?
Vamos para allá.
Sí, claro, porque el mío aquí no está apoyado.
Vale. Aguanta,
Y yo intento.
Hola. Sube para encima, que venga, obrigado, adiós. Oh. No. Se cabe el Land Rover. Almost there. Now we're gonna go ahead and slide this thing before it's too late, because if we screw everything down, this guy will be hiding the hole for this stud. We have decided to wait for a second, remove all the clamps. By the way, I'm below this without the clamps. I'm gonna get out quick. YouTuber guys building a workshop and went viral. And her wife is rich now. Ah!
Ahora encaja todo para abajo. Ahora tiene que asegurar que está.
Yeah, man, we got it. Guys, this was the hardest thing we have ever done. I don't say this very often, so if I'm saying it now, it might mean something. Cut! Eugenia, you were cutting camera, Eugenia. Cut! Very good. By the way, this was complicated. I think it's gonna be easier on the other side because we have some experience now.
I don't believe so. No.
And even for you guys, seeing us doing it, it's not the first time that you will be doing it, you know, because we have done it for you guys first. But in our case, this was very complicated. We were able to sort it out. The problem was what I was telling you about. All these connections were touching each other, and as you can see, I mean, this is super like. This is not a screw just yet, eh? And look at this. I mean, there is no like not even a hair can go in there, which is good for structural purposes. I mean, this thing is already solid, you know, and it doesn't even have the OSB, and not even has the roof panels on the other side. So, on one hand, that is a pro, and on the other hand, if you are two people only, like Eugenia and I, it's even more complicated because it's heavy and you need to make adjustments. With two people more, could have been easier. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna make sure that this distance is the same all over the place before we start screwing these two guys, because now you need to add the screws here. So that was 6.5. If I go here, this is 6, so I will need to go half a centimeter higher, like 1.5 up, and so on and so on. And in this side is 6 because it's sitting on the side, it's sitting on the same position but on the other side. So 6.5, which is 6.5 there, no? You said?
I thought it was 7.
And there should be 6.5 too. Yeah, 6.5. I mean, you can see it here. Well, doesn't matter, no? But you wanna put it? Okay. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you guys either trust me or not. 6.5, and then we avoid that beam doing like this, you know, a little bit sagging in the center, which is right now sagging a little bit. And then we need to go buy groceries and tools and things into the town, no? Tools. Yeah, we need to buy cables and things.
Okay. Right.
I'm gonna get a haircut. I'm also gonna get a haircut because this is out of control right now. So I'm gonna go to my barber shop and get all the roof rafters are already connected. We have to put 3 screws on each, and it's looking quite good, guys. The interior. I mean, it looks so clean and so nice. Totally worth. It's a little bit more complicated to install than I anticipated, but it looks so clean once it's installed. I don't think I ever seen a like steel framing structure as clean as this one, to be honest. I mean, the cabin is pretty clean too, but it's a different concept. This one looks like, I don't know, it can just stay like this, you know. And tomorrow we have these guys here, and it's going to be really fun because we need to put that roof panel over there. This is the gap that we have. Leave it in the comments. How will you do it? Do you think we're gonna be able to pull this off? That is going to be complicated. I don't know how it looks in camera, but in real life it is just a sculpture. Enough of me patting in my back and more cleaning, because we need to clean now all this. It's probably gonna try to do something bad. Lolita, ahí no te puedes meter, ¿eh? Lolita, venga para afuera. We need to be cat police lately because she started liking this area here. She also has her own little bathroom with cat sand, but doesn't. Now she likes that section over there. We love her anyways. She can do whatever she wants.